Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Wanted to thank you for stopping by the Jewelry by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video and we'll talk soon.
Well, hey family, happy Monday. This is Darlene. Let's talk about some stuff. Somebody had a question about the back here. And I mentioned in one of the videos that this was an earring. This one is the second earring to this one. And it had on here, you can probably see, I think it said like life or something. And I just went ahead and painted it with some black paint because what I'm going to do is turn it into a pendant. And I'm probably going to E6000 like some cowrie shells on here, probably some other little different pieces to make it a nice big pretty pendant to make a necklace with. So they were first earrings, so they were big pretty black earrings, and they had the word life on here, so you can probably see a little bit, but I've already painted that because I'm using this one to make something. And these are some of the earrings. I had bought these earrings a long time ago. And the reason why you only seeing one now because I've used the other pieces. So you only see one because I've painted over them to make pendants, and I've since sold the necklaces, right? But the thing with that is when I bought these because they were really nice. They were inexpensive to buy, and I was going to use them as fillers when I was out and about selling. And you've probably seen earrings like these, maybe at other places. People are probably not these particular designs, but more than likely earrings like these, where they're big like this and got the little graphic picture on them and stuff. So I bought these because they were very inexpensive and I can use them to fill, like as fillers on my table. But what happened is, as I was out doing selling and stuff, I would see a lot, like enough people with enough earrings like these that would look like what I had, like maybe this particular, I know this one I had seen quite a bit, and then also like earrings like this. And you guys already know my thing is I don't want nothing being the same like anybody else's. So I said, okay, well, I can't use those, and I have a box full of these in the room over here, right? And anytime I need these pieces, I just pull them out. I go ahead and paint them, like what I did here, and make pendants. So I did pull these out. This one, I'm going to probably paint it maybe black. Probably all these will end up being black. And, and then I'll make pendants. And it really don't even matter the color because I end up gluing things on to it anyway. That's like this pendant. This pendant is one of the wood slices that I got off of Amazon. I don't remember how many this was. I'm not going to even say, but I got a bag of slices, really light wood slices, and I painted the wood slice, and then I went ahead and just glued pieces onto the wood slice, and then went ahead and made it, gave it a part right here that I can hang the necklace from. So this is a pendant. And you could use a lot of things to make pendants. It's just a matter of using your creative mind and, just kind of coming up with some stuff. But that's what I did when I said these used to be earrings. This is what I mean when I was saying these used to be earrings, because this is what they were. And then this one was just the word on it. And I have a whole bunch of these, and I have used a whole bunch of these and turned them into pendants, like this, and have made some beautiful pieces and have since sold those pieces. I know I did a women's conference one time at a church. Well, it wasn't a church, but it was put on by a church organization, and they probably had, oh my God, maybe like 2,000 women there. A 3-day situation. And when I tell you every necklace set that I had, they were gone like that. I mean, they were gone. By the time the third day came, I didn't have nothing left but earrings and some earrings in the bottle. But every one of those necklace sets had sold out. And just about every necklace that I made them with making my own pendants with these things right here, with these earrings that I had painted and turned them into pendants. So, don't be frowning on them little cheap earrings that you see, and they be selling these things in bulk. But this is what this is. So I basically just took them. You could tell it's the same size, everything. And it would be even cool, maybe glue one of these on the back of it, or even make something pretty on the back of it and make it to where it's a reversible or something. I don't know. But anyway, this is what I meant when I was saying these used to be earrings right here. So if you want to make some real jazzy necklaces, grab you a bunch of these things. And I know they're probably still cheap right now on Amazon or somewhere, paying them all up. And before you know it, you're gluing things. And I use E6000. There might be a better glue. But I've never had a problem with E6000 or anything coming off or anything like such. So I just kind of stick with what I use. Like, you know, whatever I used in the very beginning of my creation, whatever paint that was that I used, or whatever glue or whatever it is. And if it worked and it was sturdy and it worked for me, I just kind of stuck with it, right? But I'm not against like new anything, like new supplies, or so like when you guys suggest things to me, some of those things I do use in the background. I just don't tell you that I used them or tried them out. And if I tried them out and I don't, I'm like, I don't, not for me. I'll just keep using whatever it is that I use. But I do take you guys' suggestions, you know, many of your suggestions, and I will use those things in the background, you know, to see if they make sense for me to use. But if they don't, you know, I just kind of stick with, you know, what it is that I normally use. And usually I've been through some stuff, you know, tried out a couple of products and see which one works the best and stuff. But again, not open, you know, to new supplies or products and stuff. So not at all. But anyway, I am going to be making some more pendants. So this one I would probably do on camera. The paint on this is still wet. If it was dry, I would probably be doing the pendant on camera. But I will come back and do the pendant on camera to show you exactly, you know, how I make a pendant, you know, using these earrings. But anyway, Darling Night for Jewelry by BDK. It is a beautiful Monday. Do what I got to do. But anyway, Darling Night for Jewelry by BDK. And guess what? We'll talk.